Hey y'all, and welcome back to another video by UmbrasDarkness. In today's video, you guys, we're just going to be doing a little short one. Sorry for like the absence everywhere. I just had something really important come up in real life, and I have not been able to get back into the groove of things. However, we will be doing a live tomorrow, just a short Q&A. It'll last for as long as questions last. It'll be anything that you guys want to cover, any topics, anything about the game is totally fine. Doesn't have to just be on Lost Island. With that, you guys, though, we are going to be talking about Lost Island in this video. We're going to be talking about the pay scheme. It got updated to be even cheaper due to figuring out why there was a limit of 20 packs. And then we're going to be talking about the tier list that I know everyone wants to go to. So with that, let's talk about this pay scheme. All right, you guys, so huge shout out to Portion for making this. He is insane. He figured out why the limit of 20 existed. So for me, my calculations were based off of 6 weeks, so 18 packs each, but there is a limit of 20 packs, and that is because the event goes until the end of Wednesday or the end of Thursday, and packs refresh Wednesday morning. So this allows for the packs to be a little bit cheaper. It's not a significant reduction, but it is cheaper. It doesn't impact today. It impacts future purchases. And again, that last day, that last week, whatever you want to call it, will be cheaper overall due to Hornet invasion and other things that are going to come up that'll cover that. So don't worry about it too much. If you don't want to purchase all of this, this is for the higher pay to win players that are looking to maximize egg purchases. So that is that's just like the update. Thank you again to Portion for collecting and figuring out why there was a limit of 20 vice the 18 that my math was done off of. So thank you again, and yeah. Okay, you guys, and then the second part that I wanted to talk to you guys about is the tier list. I know that I've had a lot of questions about it, and I know that I had thought that I'd get one out before the event started, but I can't. All of the special ants are insane. They all look really good on paper. Initially, they're performing really well. We haven't figured out a meta for them. We haven't figured out how to react to them, things like that. And too few of players have any of them to be able to do like any adequate testing or battle reports. So unfortunately, as much as I want to make a tier list, all I can tell you is that if you're waiting on me to make the tier list to determine if you want to spend for them, if you're waiting on me to figure out whether or not it's worth keeping it or shelling it, all of them are good. None of them are worth shelling, and most of them are better than what we have access to right now. I would highly encourage anyone that has them to keep them, invest into them, and if you get a skill 6, you're insane. However, that being said, a lot of them are performing very well with no skill 6, just like here by itself. So consider, even without a skill 6, adding it to your roster and seeing how it does, just because of how insane they're doing. Now there are a couple exceptions for that, right? The shooter ants really work well together, stuff like that, but all of them are still insane, and I would strongly recommend that you invest into these special ants if that's like your intentions or your question mark. I apologize again. I thought that a tier list would be a lot easier to make up. I thought that it'd be easy to categorize them in between A, B, C, and S tier, and unfortunately, they're all good on paper, and I don't want to make a tier list that says, yes, they're all S tier, add them all here. You know what I mean? That's not helpful to the community. That's just, I mean, it's useless in my mind. So that's why no tier list so far. Hopefully we'll have some testing and I'll be able to tell you exactly where each one should go. But we do have a DPS chart updated, again, made by Portion. So there is the groundhog scaling where you should put that, but I cannot make a PvP tier list yet. They're all very, very good though. All right, you guys, I was actually wrong. There was a third thing that I wanted to talk about, and this is a very important topic, so please listen up. You guys, the Lost Island for me has been a blast, and I do not regret at all endorsing it or regret at all playing it or anything like that. That being said, I think that some people looked at this account, which is a farm account, but it's on server 7 and played by an amazing player that enjoys the game a lot, right? And they considered that their alliance should be able to do everything that this alliance does, right? And Center for Ants is an insane alliance, right? And trying to compare yourself to a server 7 alliance, trying to compare yourself to a server 300 alliance isn't what you should be doing. You should be looking at your alliance, you should be looking at your players, you should be looking at your activity level and go into there with a realistic expectation. Some people are coming at me and saying like they're having resource management issues, stuff like that. And honestly, I don't understand. My main account, if we hop on over there real quick. All right, so my main account, if we look at the resources, I'm still up resources. I'm net positive resources or breaking even. And I'm doing build day. I'm doing evolution day, right? There's no way I'm missing SVS for this event. SVS is way more important. And I am still net positive. Now, before people say, well, you must not be participating, right, in the event, I'm number 3. So I'm clearly participating in the event. I don't understand that response because of who I am and what I do for the community. There's no way I'm not going to participate in the event. Anyways, on that, you guys, though, the point of this is that you need to play within your means. I am a server 260, 4 teams maxed, right? I have 4 max teams, all level 9 shooters, all max special ants, or level 9 carriers, all max special ants, all 9-star insects. My evolution is, 70% down the T10 tree. Like, don't try to compare yourself to me, or don't try to compare yourself to a server 7 account that you're watching. Play the game at the pace that your alliance can afford to. Just because you're the one whale or you're the one T9 player doesn't mean that you can solo a wonder. Doesn't mean that you can solo a level 6 layer. It means that you need to play like the average person in your alliance. This is definitely in 100% a marathon and is 100% an alliance driven game. So do not try to compare yourself to another alliance. You should be playing the game and enjoying the game for yourself and for your alliance. I hope that helps someone. I hope that helps understand why some people are complaining about a resource struggle. I don't think it's real. To me, it doesn't exist. It's just because people are going above and beyond their means in order to get somewhere that they can't afford to be based off of their troops and evolution level. All right, you guys, with that, I do want to thank the Patreon. It did grow a little bit, but again, this is my first time being on the computer in a couple of days, and I haven't had the chance to update it. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have the page updated for you guys, so I apologize to the new members of the Patreon. Thank you guys for joining the Patreon. Thank you to my existing Patreon. And thank you to the community for being understanding and being realistic with expectations with me. I really enjoy what I do, and I appreciate you guys allowing me to do what I do. If you guys have a topic that you guys want me to cover on a video that is not pertaining to the Lost Island or pertaining to the Lost Island, in my Discord, there is a category called new video ideas. I would love feedback. I think I'm pretty done with the Lost Island topic for now until something new comes up or something interesting. But I would really, really appreciate some feedback on what videos you guys would like coming up. With that, y'all, you know how we do it. You can find me in the YouTube comments. I try to respond as much as possible. You can find me on Discord. I'm the #1 talker. Or, worst case scenario, you can find me on server 260 or server 7. Until next time, y'all, stay humble, stay happy, stay hungry. Bye, y'all.